Amazing Grace is a Sherman toy from McDonald's Happy Meal. Yay! Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah baby! And I'm here in Baluarte de San Francisco de Lao in Intramuros. This is absolutely amazing. Look at this place, and behind me is actually a blast from the past. That's an old cannon, and it literally used to blast in the past. Get it? Okay. That's a joke. So anyway, so the toy, I'm here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and awe-inspiring Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. And like I said, our toy story for today is Sherman from the movie. I think this was given away by McDonald's way back when the movie was released, and I can hardly see the date. Okay, anyway, suffice it to say that this used to be an old cartoon. When I was a kid, I used to watch the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. It's a moose and this squirrel, the tandem, and their funny antics. And it was a funny cartoon. Although the cartoon may be a little bit crude compared to the cartoons that we have right now, but I truly enjoyed that particular cartoon. I think it was still in black and white, and later on it was colored in RPN 9. Saturday Fun Machine. Okay, and I'm very glad. Now, the Sherman and Mr. Peabody is actually just a segment of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show, wherein they try to explore some of those historical events from the past. Okay, now when in recent years they came up with this new movie in three-dimensional depiction of the characters Sherman and Mr. Peabody, I was so elated and I was very happy that they were able to come up with that particular movie. You know, Sherman here is actually an abandoned kid. So Mr. Peabody, on the other hand, is a talking dog. So one time he was in the alley, he saw Sherman being bullied by some boys. So what he did was actually to rescue Sherman and adopted Sherman as one of his own. Thus, he became a legitimate Sherman J. Peabody because he was adopted by Mr. Peabody, the talking dog, who is also very brilliant. And who is a very brilliant scientist. So he adopted Sherman and then placed him in his apartment. But he felt a little bit guilty when he saw that Sherman was somehow limited to just the corners of the apartment, and there's not much stuff to explore in that limited space. So during the birthday of Sherman, he actually gifted him with a Wabak time machine. I thought it was an acronym. The Wabak, it's spelled W-A-B-A-C, Wabak time machine. And later on I realized it was just a truncated or a shortened version of Wayback Time Machine, because the time machine will blast you way back in the past. Isn't that great? Okay, wow, wouldn't that be a great idea to be able to have a time machine, a Wayback Time Machine for your own birthday? I mean, if I were given that, I would probably go to the time when Jesus was here on earth in Jerusalem. Yeah, that's one of the things I would want to visit in the past. Or probably during the time of Jose Rizal, the pre-war, of course, not during the war time. Or probably go back to the time when the glory days of the ancient Egypt. Yeah, a lot of stuff that you can explore, amazing things that you can do when you do have a time machine, just as long as you don't tamper with the time continuum. Otherwise everything will be in topsy-turvy, I suppose. That's what I learned from Back to the Future. Okay, so the toy is this simple toy. It's actually very enormous, very big, and it doesn't have much articulation other than the fact that it is a bubble head. Okay, so it can bubble. Sherman is bobbing its head in acquiescence to whatever it is that Mr. Peabody is probably telling him. Okay, wonderful toy. Actually, these toys were not given away as freebie in the McDonald's here in the Philippines. I got this from the United States of America. Some of the toys that were given here are also very interesting, but it doesn't include this large Sherman toy. So I'm very glad. It's nice to have relatives from other countries, like I always say, who would sometimes surprise you with stuff like this. Okay, so yeah, I'm very happy. Recently, one of my friends in the US sort of messaged me through Facebook, and he told me that he got me the Avengers Happy Meal. You know, I've always been very vocal about my disheartenment, my disappointment that they were not actually released here in the Philippines. But just a couple of days ago, I received a message that this friend of mine from Massachusetts actually was able to procure all these Avenger toys, and I'm so looking forward to the time that he will come back here as a balikbayan and then bring me that pasalupa. Okay, so once again, this Sherman toy and all those other future toys from different countries are obviously an amazing grace. So once again, guys, let's try to be thankful for all the amazing graces that come into our lives, be it in the form of a Sherman toy just like this one, or you know, friends from different countries who are so thoughtful enough to give you some of these fast food toys which aren't necessarily available here, and they're quite an amazing addition to my collection. And also be thankful for every amazing grace, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. So thank you guys for tuning in once again to Percy's Fast Food Toy Story, and I hope to see you again next time with our next McDonald's Happy Meal toy. So until then, pa-para-pa-pa, love ko to. Bye-bye.